Well, funnily enough, I tried to get to lots of interviews just as I was finishing uni, and I managed to snag a job at Thames Water. So I was on their graduate training scheme in their HR department. And it was a fantastic opportunity. I really enjoyed it. It really got me into the world of work and found me a husband, which was wonderful.
Well, my first proper job was working in human resources in London, but to delay a little bit and explore the world, I went travelling. So my first role, I guess, after uni was working in a cafe up a mountain for a ski season.
Yeah.
So that was really great experience and a beautiful view where the cafe was.
Oh, that sounds lovely. You can stay there and do that.
Yeah. So if ever was having a bad day, I just looked out the window and it was beautiful. So, but it gave me time to kind of think about what I wanted to do, when I came back. So, yeah.
So my first job as I left university was actually here at the University of Reading. I did something slightly different to what I'm doing now. I worked in the Joint Faculties Office, and basically it was a graduate internship, and I looked at loads of different things, from teaching and learning, so program changes, module changes, right the way through to kind of welcome week and things like that. And I also did lots of research things, so project management and taking notes on big committees.
I think that was quite unusual actually, because I did some work experience to try different things before I went to university. So there was an expectation that because I'm visually impaired that I would go and be a physio, and I went to a geriatric ward in Henley actually, and I felt old skin, and the smell of the geriatric ward and all the rest of it made me suddenly think, goodness me, I want to help people, but certainly I don't want to touch them. And the scary thing is that my skin's beginning to feel a bit wrinkly as well now. So doing that work experience taught me that. So I then went off and looked at a book called Careers Beyond the Classroom, and it was all about careers related to teaching. And Careers Advisor came up, and then I researched it and got a place on a postgraduate course. So once I'd completed my postgrad year, I then worked at Surrey County Council. So I was working as a probationary year careers officer, because we had to do a year before we qualified. So I did my year and I stayed in Surrey advising school kids about A-level choices and that sort of thing. And I was there for 3 years and I really enjoyed it.
So my first job out of university was actually working as a graduate intern at the university I studied at. It was a really good experience. I thought I gained a lot of different experience. I got a lot of responsibility in terms of running different projects, and it's a really nice way to kind of transition from being a student into the working world and still having the kind of support services of the university around me at the same time.
Pretty similar actually, because I finished uni thinking I have no idea, and I had this vague idea of social work, so I thought I'll do the dirtiest, horriblest social work I can find on a volunteer basis for a year, and I still like it. I'll train as a social worker. So I worked in Sheffield, I did a bit of teaching, I worked in a night shelter, I worked in a family unit, I did welfare rights, and I realised I was useless at doing all that stuff. I wasn't patient enough, I didn't like the stress needed, so it just taught me it wasn't for me. And then actually, a bit like you, I then ended up worked in an office, did a bit of HR, and that took me to an HR career.
Yeah, I think it's a bit about experimenting, isn't it?
Absolutely.
Because you don't really know what it's going to be like until you try it.
Yeah.
So, I did quite a few different office jobs as well before finding kind of the right thing.
My first job out of uni was as a trainee management consultant. I think at the time I didn't really know what that was. I had done a placement with the company, which was quite fun. It was really eye-opening. I learned a lot about office politics. I used a lot of PowerPoint. I really got to know PowerPoint in that year. And it was very interesting working for a small business, and they kind of threw me in at the deep end, which was a great learning experience. I did everything from designing a workshop around creativity skills for lawyers through to ringing up construction workers in North Yorkshire and asking them if they wanted help recruiting. So it was very varied.